One way or another, people have been asking me to make a video covering Dragon Ball heroes, specifically in relation to how the characters compare with the characters of Saint Seiya. Now, I was working on Seiya vs. Thor video and the Chaos Sanctuary came to mind. I really wanted to use them, but I completely wrote the script for them already. Then a friend of mine, The Knight, please subscribe to him, made a video on Demigra, which helped me understand this character, the verse, and his hacks. So after doing some research of my own, I decided to do this. Dragon Ball Heroes Demons versus the Chaos Sanctuary. From what I researched, there are basically two top tiers of power between the demons, characters comparable to God of Time Demigra and Makioka Demigra. In this universe, there's a bird called Toki Toki. He is a divine bird that creates timelines, and after Demigra absorbed him, he gained control over every timeline in the Dragon Ball Heroes universe, and was planning to destroy it and create his own. Makioka Demigra, a stronger version than before, he threatened the existence of Dragon Ball Heroes multiverse and the real world. Now the demons Myra, Tora, and Fu should be comparable to God of Time Demigra. Other demons like Camille, who borrowed powers from Demigra, and Mechikabura, who could destroy timelines and the multiverse himself at full power. In terms of speed, they seem to be massively FTL to possibly immeasurable. They have plenty of hacks, and honestly, you can tell by looking. You don't give a character that odd orb staff thing without giving them some sort of weird magic. So yeah, they can paralyze you with dark energy, which is pretty common in the Xenoverse universe, honestly. Of course, time manipulation, mind control, another common ability. The most broken abilities are of course power nullification, transmutation and energy absorption, life absorption. Demigra can even duplicate himself, and they have some resistances to these techniques as well. Now the Chaos Sanctuary. Their group consists of gladiators, GodCloth Gold Saints, Chaos Athena, and their special weapon, Zeus Iolia. The power of these characters scale to around Hades, Zeus, and Dunamis users. Hades created the underworld, an infinite, multi-layered space separated from each other, all of which are infinite and beyond space-time. He also created a super dimension filled with billions of galaxies that anyone who is not a god or has the protection of a god is instantly destroyed. And also the infinite garden of Elysium. Iolia Zeus, even with a powerful barrier protecting the world, he was turning everything into nothingness, possibly a level of existence erasant. Zeus's power at the same time was also threatening the underworld, which was being held together by Hades. Though he was disembodied at the time, he was going to turn everything into a void. Another feat is Kronos was going to destroy every timeline in the Saint Seiya multiverse. The goat saint Leo Ilio was able to fight Kronos with Dunamis and Divine Lightning. The strongest gladiators, Zeus Iolia and GodCloth Saints, are stronger than Iola was during this battle. Same goes for the other feats mentioned. Now for hacks, starting with hacks resistance, their GodCloths were created from Ichor, blood of the gods, their god being Chaos Athena. They got the same protection that gods have, immunity to disease, time, space, and actuality. Zeus Iolia has an automatic defense like any other god. Saints also have the power to create miracles, which in summary is power amplification, can create vast boost in speed, power, and attack potency, and durability as well. Also gives fate destiny manipulation, probability manipulation, and resistance to it. And those who wield the power of Dunamis have void manipulation, power null resistance, passive existence ensure, high level matter destruction manipulation, incredible regeneration even from the loss of senses. Zeus's lightning can even negate immortality and regeneration to either kill or seal an opponent. All saints have reactive evolution. Once a technique has been seen or experienced once, it will either be completely ineffective or less effective than before. GodCloth saints and above should have the 8th sense. This allows saints to bypass the will of Hades in the underworld, basically law, resistance, and resurrection. Aiolos, the anti-pope, has an incredibly powerful mind control ability that surpasses all in the series. It can even increase the power of those affected. Ares' Mu can absorb and erase anything his millions of light rays come in contact with. Okay, that's the gist of these two groups, but who would win in an all-out battle? I say it starts with the anti-pope sending his gladiators. The weakest of the gladiators I see being defeated almost easily by the strongest of demons. The strongest of gladiators, however, such as Trevicrum Sina, Graham Sigurd, the grandson of Odin, and King Arthur, I see holding out. I believe these characters will put up a heck of a battle. These characters were able to fight the legendary saints in golden armor and transcended saints. But aside from Sigurd, they don't have ichor and can't create miracles, so they would eventually be hacked out and overwhelmed. Still, I can't foresee the weaker demons surviving completely, so characters like, say, below the power of Myra and possibly Myra himself get destroyed. But the good news for the sanctuary is some of those gladiators will be set free and reveal true selves, which is GodCloth Saints. And here enter the GodCloth Gold Saints, power even above the legendary saints who fought Hades. I foresee a full-on assault, a mix of pure force and hacks on each other. I see Demigra creating versions of himself to fight, and the anti-pope mind-controlling demon. Space-time in the universe would be completely distorted. The biggest help on the side of the demons is their ability that Mechikubra and Demigra have, is the ability to give power to others. But in the end, I believe the victory goes to the Chaos Sanctuary, with few or no GodCloth deaths. Reason being is, not only do the saints have more than enough hacks to compete with the demons, they have great resistance to all of their abilities. In fact, I would argue that a full-powered 9th sense Zeus Aeolia with Dunamis could handle it on his own, due to the scope and power and godly hacks regen and his divine lightning. Well, there you have it. My first video involving Dragon Ball heroes. I'm sure you all have thoughts and opinions, and I can't wait to read them. Just remember to like and sub if you aren't upset by this video. And if you want Xenogoku versus Seiya or Hades versus Omni King, tell me in the comments. Later.